And even if you can't make a class that you signed up for, you still have the Zoom link. So if you're at home, you can Zoom in and do it anyway from home. Yes. Okay. Start in our easy seated position. Close our eyes. Sitting up nice and tall, relaxing our shoulders down from our ears. Stacking our vertebrae, one on top of the other. We'll start an easy flow, breathing in, reaching our arms up to the sky. Breathing out, bringing our hands back towards the earth. Inhaling, sweeping up. Exhaling, hands coming back down. So about 5 more of those, matching them to your own breath. An entire inhale to come up. And an entire exhale to bring the hands back down to Mother Earth. Letting go of your day and any competition, any judgment or expectations. On our next one, we'll start a little flexion over to one side, taking our left hand down to the mat and looking up underneath our right elbow. Inhale, reaching up and tipping over to your other side. Flowing side to side. Each time we come up, we'll inhale and exhale over. A few more. So if you've never been to my lunch class, it's a pretty quick flowing, condensed version of our hour-long class. But much harder, I'd say. It's pretty challenging, this one, but it's good and it's over quick. Just when you think you can't handle anymore, it's done. Last one, we'll open up our arms like wings, our thumbs face up to the sky, and bringing your left hand over to your right knee, a little twist over, opening up our wings again, twisting over to the opposite side. Flowing through on your own, keeping our belly button facing towards the front of the room. Last one. We'll take our feet out in front of us and some hip mobility drills. Whoop, pull up my pants. So the first drill is flowing deer, hands back behind you. We'll just see how that feels. Maybe your heel goes to the top of your knee. That could feel really good. If you want to add a little extra on, you'll come up, hip flex forward, all the way over to the other side. So trying to do it hands-free or doing your flowing deer. Well, my hips aren't as mobile as last week, that's for sure. Last one. And we'll make our way to all 4. So take your time. We've got some space between our fingers. Unless you want to use your fists for wrists, if you're taking care of your wrists, maybe arthritis or anything like that. And we'll move into cat and cow. Exhaling into cat. Inhaling, opening up into cow. So we move one vertebrae at a time, one breath at a time. If you'd like to make this more challenging for yourself, you can lift your knees up off the mat and do your cat and cow with your shins and your knees off the mat in bear stance. One more cat, one more cow. We'll take our right foot now, or right knee out to the side. Extend, bring it back in and down. So staying on this side, up, open, in, and down. A few more. Last one, and we'll switch to the other side. Open up, extension, bring back, and then bring the knee back down. So we've got about 5 more of those on that side. Move at your own pace. Right, there's no competition. Last one. We'll bring our right arm up and sweep it all the way through until we come down onto our shoulder and our head is down on the mat as well. Press into the left hand to help you back up, open up. So flowing through, threading that needle up and down, inhaling, coming up, exhaling, floating through. We start to warm up our spine and our core, and also this left arm as we use it like a push-up. Last one. And we'll switch sides. Flowing thread the needle. Inhale, sweeping up one side. Exhale, coming all the way through, pushing into that right hand to help you come back up. Inhaling as you open, exhaling as you come down onto the mat. Great job. One more. We'll be in our all fours position again. Walk our hands slightly forward and then shift our hips into our kneeling plank. You can stay in your kneeling plank or come up into a full plank. Lifting our right foot and pointing our right toe into a one-legged plank. Breathe. Bringing now that right knee to our right elbow. Bring it back, three-legged plank, and drop it down either to a full plank or back to a kneeling plank. Then we'll lift our left foot up, point our toe, few breaths, and then bring that left knee to our right, left elbow back, point, and drop it down right to forearms and knees. Okay, I know I dropped my belly, but let's lift it back up. Forearm plank with some shoulder taps or arm taps. Take some space between your feet so that you've got at least hip distance. Bring the left elbow or left hand out. Bring it back in. Other side. Bring it back in. Now your left foot will step out. It'll stay out. And your right foot will go out. It'll stay out. Then you'll bring it in and in. One more round. Left hand opens. Bring it back in. Right hand opens. Bring it back in. Out, out, in on your feet. Drop down to our bellies. Stretch in our locust pose. We want to shine the chest out through the shoulders. Draw the shoulder blades together at the back. Amazing. We'll slowly draw our hands back and press up into a kneeling plank pose again. Back to downward facing dog, or just starting in our down dog. In our down dog, pedaling our feet to start with. One heel at a time. Pressing down equally into both of your hands. Breathe. Let go of your morning. You are here now, present in your body. We'll inhale to a full or kneeling plank. Go halfway down chaturanga, or go right down to your bellies. Up dog, or you can move into cobra. Back to downward facing dog. A few more times with that flow. It's called the half series. Inhale forward. Exhale halfway or all the way down. Up dog or cobra. Back to downward facing dog. One more time, my friends. Forward, down, cobra or up dog. Back to down dog. Take your time. Looking up between the hands, we'll bring the right foot up between the hands. Take your time getting it up there. Our back heel stays high and we rise up into a nice high lunge. We'll be adding one twist onto this one, left elbow to right knee, twist. Your left kneecap is still facing the mat, nice and strong through your left quadricep as well. Rise back up, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then left foot comes up between the hands. Inhale to a high lunge. Exhale, twist. Right elbow, left knee, strong through our back quadriceps still. Breathe. Inhale to your high lunge. And now a forward fold, exhale. Push to forward fold. We've got some space between our feet. Halfway lift, inhale. And then fold again, exhale. Let's do a few more of those. The back drawing us up and then relaxing. One more, shoulders roll away from our ears, our neck is long. Let's take ourselves into chair pose, lifting the heart. Maybe the arms are up. If you're taking care of your shoulders, though, you'd want to bring your hands to heart. Breathe. Palms together. We'll rise straight up and do a little back bend and right into a forward fold flow. Fold down, inhale, sweep up and a back bend. Two more of those. Last one. We'll come into a mountain pose. Bring our hands to our heart. Pull up our pants and step our left foot back so that we're facing the mirror, or not the mirrors, the windows for moonflower. So our toes are out towards those top edges of our mat. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, bend our elbows, bend our knees. So this is a moonflower flow designed to warm up all your major muscles and your joints. A few more. And that'll be the last one. Step back up to the tops of your mats, and we'll do some sun salutations. So switch the song, see what we get. So we're coming right up to the top of our mat. Actually, we're going to listen. This is a good one. Follow the song. Okay, right up to the tops of our mat, and we'll do 2 regular and then 2 or 3 with an option to jump back into chaturanga. Up we come. Big breath in. Dive and fold. Exhale. Halfway lift, back up, and then folding again. Bending our knees, left foot going back down to our mat. Find your lunge, breathe in. We're adding a twist today. Left elbow, right knee. Back up to your lunge, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. You can stay in rest here, or we'll flow through the half series. Forward, halfway or all the way down, up dog or cobra, and downward facing dog. Looking up between those hands, bringing the right foot back up between the hands, rise to lunge. Left elbow, right knee twist. Back up, breathe in. Now forward fold, breathe out. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Let's inhale to chair. Exhale, rise up into mountain. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, dive into your forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in, strong core. Fold again, right foot back. Find your lunge, inhale and twist. Right elbow, left knee. Back up, breathe into lunge. Breathing out, downward facing dog. Resting or flowing with me. Forward, all the way or halfway down. Up dog, and then back to down dog. Looking between your amazing hands, bring those left foot up between them. Rise up to your lunge. Exhale to your twist. Right elbow, left knee. Back up, breathe in. And push to forward fold. Exhale. Halfway lift. Great job. Fold again. Chair pose, breathe in. Exhale, rise into mountain. 2 more with our option to jump back. Breathe in, sweep up to the sky. Breathe out, dive. Halfway lift, here's the change. Hop, step, or jump back to chaturanga or plank. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. This time it's just 1 lunge. Right foot comes up between the hands. 1 lunge, breathe in. Right back to chaturanga or plank, breathe out. Hold or flow. Meet in downward dog. Left foot up between the hands. 1 lunge, come up. And right back to chaturanga or your plank pose. So you can hold your plank with me this time or flow through that up dog or cobra. Meet back in downward dog, great job. Let's do 3 jumps up between the hands. So I want you to think of trying to get some hang time up in the air with your backside. You jump about a foot forward, hang up, hang, hang, halfway lift, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Chair pose, breathe in. Mountain, breathe out. Sun salutations, done. I already turned the fans on before we even started, so we're good to go. All right, so let's get on to a few warriors. Time goes fast. Right foot to the top of your mat, left foot back. Heel goes down and our chest is facing that front knee. We rise up into warrior 1. Sink down into your legs, but make sure you're still pressing into the back foot. Catching our breath, setting an intention for our practice today. Spring is upon us. What might you be awakening this spring? Let's lift our back heel, gaze down at our front foot. You can stay here or move into warrior three. All of the weight comes onto the front foot. We straighten it. And here we are in warrior three. Options for this one are to do some dips down with your leg or hold. Amazing. Forward fold, breathe out. Taking the right foot back, bending our left knee. We'll put the right heel down on the mat and rise up into our warrior one on the other side. Sink down. Close your eyes. Breathe. We'll check in with our knee, making sure that knee is kind of towards the middle of our foot, and we're trying to almost tear our mat in half. Lifting the back heel, gazing or hinging over and looking at our front toe. You can stay here or move up into warrior three. If you're healing your back, hands can come at heart. So our right hip is facing the floor, as is our right kneecap. You can add in some dips. Maybe. Forward fold, breathe out. Oh, that should feel wonderful. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Sweep all the way up, inhale. Find yourself in a nice strong chair pose. Let's walk our feet together actually in the chair and our knees. And add a twisted chair. Left elbow or left hand to right knee. Oh, you know what I mean, other way up. Breathe. We've got our left elbow on your right knee. Now you'll step your left foot back to the twisted lunge. Great work. Step back to your twisted chair. Feet together, knees together. We'll rise up. Little back bend and go to the other side. Elbow or just your hand across. Find a few breaths before we step our right foot back into a twisted lunge. Breathe. Back to chair. Whew, and up we go. Forward fold, exhale. Step our feet apart a little bit. Let's take them quite apart, actually not all the way off your mat, but pretty far, to sit down into a squat. Okay, so if you're working on your squat and this doesn't feel good for your hips, you can sit on a block. If you want to work on crow pose today, so there's going to be two options. You can just flow to loosen your hips up. Right hand down, left hand will flow up, and other side. So you can stay in flow or work on your crow. We look forward at our bolster, lift and take our inner knees onto our outer triceps. Look forward, try to squeeze them, lift one toe, maybe the other. We hang out there, making sure to look forward or flow. My hips, okay, come on up. Toes will come back to face the front of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Hop, step, or jump back to plank. And then we're down on our forearms. A little bit different. We're going to do some hip dips. If you want to draw a rainbow with your backside. So we drop our left hip down to the mat and then make a little rainbow, half circle up over to the other side. We flow through. So you can think about the feet. I'll show you a different angle. So our feet are going to the inside and the outside, onto the toes, and we'll run to the inside and the outside. Couple more of those. We'll come back to our regular forearm plank. So right now, we've got our shoulders over top of our elbows, and we'll shift forward now. Shoulders come over the wrists and shift back. Forward and back. Think of your calves stretching when you reach back through your heels, and then forward. So this strengthens our shoulder girdle, getting us ready for stuff like crow. Knees go down, take it to child's pose. I promise to make it core something. I forget the word I used. Enjoy this child's pose for a few breaths until we make our way to a seated position. All right, take it on up. Sit down on our backsides. So for a good old-fashioned boat, done lots of twists already. Space between the knees and the feet, and we'll lean back. If it feels okay, you can lift your toes or just do some toe taps. Maybe you're working towards this. Widening across our chest. If you want to work on straightening your legs and then doing your toe tap from there, you can try that. Make sure you can still breathe. Last one, slowly rolling down until we get to about here. Sorry, Sonia. All right, so feet can be down, palms face the floor, or feet can be up, shoulder blades off. So shoulder blades can be off or shoulder blades down, feet down. And we're gonna pump the hands and take deep breaths in and out. Good job. Keep going. Modify as you need to. Taking deep breaths, about 5 counts or 5 pumps of our hands per inhale and exhale. We're looking probably somewhere between our knees or up at the sky. That'll be good enough for us, I think. Feet go down, head goes down. We'll press our feet into the mat and lift up into a bridge pose, lifting our hips up. Stretching our core now. You can stay here or lift one leg up towards the ceiling or one foot. You don't have to if that does not feel nice for your back. If you're working towards that, you could start by putting that foot on the opposite leg as a way to work towards eventually reaching it up. Let's switch sides, either on the thigh or extend it up. Slowly relax your spine back down onto the mat and take a little rock side to side by drawing your knees into your belly, holding onto your knees or underneath your thighs. Great job. Now we'll take our arms out wide like wings and bring our knees to 90 degrees. So the knees come on top of the hips, our shins are parallel with the floor. We'll take our knees over to one side, engage the obliques and lift all the way back up to center, over to the other side. Flowing side to side, using the sides of your body, your obliques to lift and lower your legs. Good job. Let's hold it down on one side. You choose whatever works for you. If you'd like to extend your top leg, you can reach through that heel. Breathe. Stretching our RT bands, staying present in the moment. Softening our jaw. Bring it back in, all the way over to the other side. You can extend that leg long, the top leg, if that feels good for you. You don't have to do anything that doesn't feel nice. We'll bring it back into center. Take one more little rock side to side for our lower back. And we have a few minutes left for Shavasana, or some relaxation time that you so deserve. So if you want to, you can lay flat on your back, or you could put your bolster underneath your knees to rest your back. Find any position that feels nice for you. If you'd like an eye cover for your eyes, you can raise your hands. I'll bring you one around. Take a moment to connect to your breath. The gentle rise and fall of your belly. Noticing the air entering your body through your nostrils or your mouth. And slowly letting that air be released back out to the world. Mingling with everyone else's breath, every other creature on this wonderful planet. In relationship with everything. We'll relax our foreheads, our eyes, even our nostrils, our cheeks, our mouth, our jaw, some space between our teeth, our chest, our shoulder blades sink down into the mat. Relaxing the whole back of our body down into the support of our mat. Taking some deep breaths and letting go of our day. Spring is upon us. I invite you this week to think of what you might be awakening in yourself this season. What darkness you might be letting go of from the winter. Taking our time to move our head side to side, awakening our necks. Opening and closing our hands a few times to awaken our fingers, our toes, even our ankles. When you're ready, you can have a nice long stretch from your fingertips to your toes and rolling over onto one side. Take your time getting there. Maybe take a moment to feel a full breath and then make your way up to our easy seated position, either in crisscross or some other pose. Take a big breath in, and we'll draw our hands to our heart, breathing out. Inhale, filling up for the rest of your day, sweeping to the sky, exhaling, letting go of any tension or negativity. One more cleansing breath in. Exhale, let everything else go. If it feels nice, you can bow towards the earth, thankful as always for the gifts given. Namaste. And enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. I'll see you Thursday if you're else. While I'm here, I'll the lunch hours for this week. Yeah. Okay, goodbye. Zoom in YouTube.